Otera Studios. You mentioned your comics collection and having to sell it off. Just curious which ones you got rid of. I know you do not like getting stuff for free, but I have a large collection of comics which have been sitting in storage, and if someone else would appreciate it, I'd rather pass it on to them. Mostly mid 90s, early thousands. I wouldn't mind sending them your way, brother. It is convention season, so I don't spend much time at home, but if it is something you would like, I can send them your way. Well, I appreciate the offer, but I don't really know of anything I would, give you fair value or whatever, because I'd have to exchange something for that. And, I'm long past the point of buying comics. It's something I used to do, it's something I used to be passionate about, but, sometimes things come and go. I look at comics these days differently, it's just some of those things like there's collections of things I have right now that do nothing but collect dust. I mean, heck, there's game consoles that are collecting dust right now. Life happens, you get different priorities. Maybe you switch from part to full time at work. Maybe you get new friends, maybe you get new relationships, and those things, they take up a lot of time, you know? So you gotta sometimes be honest with yourself when you have these collections. Is it a collection you're going to build and appreciate and enjoy, or is it just something that's gonna collect dust? Does it just become something that is kind of taking up space? You know, to a lot of people, I'd say they give that answer and they say, yeah, it's just pretty much taking up space. So I would find someone, that maybe would appreciate those comics a lot more than I would at this time. Now, I have fond memories. We have memories of things like that when we used to collect certain things. I will miss, I will miss meticulously going through and choosing which comics deserve the backing board. You know what I'm talking about. Certain comics deserve those backing boards. The feeling of even which comics deserve the polybag and the nice polybag, not the worn polybags, but the really fresh, clear polybags. Man, oh man, just getting flashbacks to how fun that was. But some of the comics that I had was I'm counting my broken 360s. How many broken 360s would you want for fair value for that comic? I'm just kidding. As far as what I had a lot of the 90s Spider-Mans. I was a fan of the 90s Spider-Mans. I had a few of the 1980s X-Men comics. Nothing really major or whatever. I would just enjoy getting like a little miniseries, like the New Mutants miniseries. And I would like a lot of those like four-part miniseries, from the 80s. I just loved a lot of the artwork from that time. My favorite periods, I would collect from my favorite periods, like the X-Men, early 90s, Jim Lee. Oh my goodness. I remember that how much I enjoyed the X-Men, probably the first 10 or 11 from that Jim Lee series. Some of the best artwork I have ever seen. I liked the Mark Bagley era of Spider-Man, probably my favorite era. And a lot of you say, Mark Bagley, who's Mark Bagley? A lot of you think Eric Larson and McFarlane when you think Spider-Man, but I'm one of the few people that actually prefer Bagley to Larson or McFarlane.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.